Guess who? No, Chef Kev, that's right. All right, I've been thinking and thinking all week, what am I gonna do? The kids don't know anything, I don't know anything, I asked the neighbors, they don't know anything. So, we're gonna do pork chops and cabbage. It's something my grandmother used to make, but this is a little much simpler than she used to do, because, you know, this takes about an hour and 15 minutes, start to finish. An hour and a half. Leave an hour and a half aside, and you'll be okay. Okay, well, here's what I did. These are loin, these are cheap, fatty loin chops with the bone. And I'm browning them on this side. They're salted and peppered. With this stuff, again, this I use it off and on. So now we're going to flip these over. They're smoking. Okay. Flip them over. A nice seasoned pan here. That's just seasoning. It's not filth. That's seasoning. It's burnt on. It's seasoning. Trust me. Somebody's like, yeah, your pan's filthy. Hey, don't eat at my house if you don't like it. Alright, I'm going to season this side. Alright. I got pepper. Right here. And thick onion slices, I'm just going to drop in there. I got cabbage wedges. These are just the green cabbage. I cut it into wedges. Just jam it in there. Any old way. This is for 2 people, obviously. Or, well, 1. If you're really fat and stupid, you can eat the whole thing. Like me. I can easily eat it. Alright, hang on. Son of a bitch. Alright. How's that? This one's a little thick, so I'll see it. Here. Are you going to be surprised how good this is? And of course, what I'm going to do before I put the lid on here, as always, hang on. Oh, I got a great idea for next week too. Oh. Cabbage. You can't eat cabbage without salt. I'm sorry. It's illegal. And if it's salt, it's about 1/4 teaspoon. I got about a cup of water, whatever. I just want to, I kind of want to braise this, I guess you'd call it. If I was an actual real-life chef, I'd know the word, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. There's like, the water's about halfway up the pork chops. Okay. Can you see it in there, honey? Can you see the water right, the level right there? Now, I got the flame up high. I'm going to steal the lid from over here and put it on here. Tight. Tight. Stay down there. Now, give this an hour. Or say, look at it in 45 minutes at like a kind of a moderate simmer. You don't want it, you know, boiling, but just like a moderate, mild simmer. And we're going to look at it in about 45 minutes and see how, because the chops basically are going to be done. You know they're done. That's not a problem. So it's the cabbage, you want it the way you want it. I like it a little soft. Some people like it firm. So 45 minutes is about the minimum. We'll check it. If it needs another 10 or 20 minutes, we'll go from there. Okay? See ya. Oh. Alright. I gotta a short question and answer this week. And next week I'm going to do a shorter cooking demo segment and a longer question. I don't know. But this is there's two good questions this week, and I wanted to get to these because I think they're an important window into who is Chef Kev. I mean, because it's an important question. People want to know all over, you know. So, question number one. This comes from so-and-so. I'm not going to say who because it's kind of a well-known person. And they said, Dear Chef Kev, what's your favorite type of knife in the kitchen? Truthfully, it's a K-Bar model 1207. And people say, well, that's not a chef's knife. Well, you know what? It's my knife. I'm Chef Kev. It's a chef's knife. How's that? Yeah, that's it. So go get one today. Idiots. Now, not you people, this guy. You're good people. Okay, question number two. All right, dear Chef Kev, what is your favorite vegetable? Wow. I'm not really sure how to answer that because there's so many. But, okay. I think it is this one. And that's one of my favorite vegetables. And definitely this. Definite favorite one. Without those two, you know. So that's all for this week, and we'll get back to our little pork chop thing in a little while. I'd say about another 40 minutes, give or take. All right, thank you. Okay, it was like an hour and 10 minutes, I think. Maybe an hour, yeah, whatever. And this is what it looks like when it's done for me. For me, that's how I want it. The pork is literally falling apart. You see it? It's falling right off the bone, and the cabbage and onions are cooked down. It's a nice side dish. Then I put them on one plate because this particular plate. Come over here. This particular plate. Real technical issue there. Hang on. This has to go. Goodbye. Okay. Look at that. It fell apart, literally, pork chop. People say pork chops are tough and dry. These are not tough or dry. It's super. Cabbage and with the onion, it's fantastic. If you like it. If you don't like it, don't make it. I don't care what you do. I'm not your mother. But if you're interested in this kind of thing, that's how I do it. Look how nice it is. It's beautiful. It's good. And this one is a to-go. My kids are taking this back to the main house. Now, next week, I had an idea. I may do it next week, I may not, but I want to show you how to make real coffee. Coffee that'll put hair down below where you need it. And if you're a woman, it'll put hair on your back. That's how tough this coffee is. Yeah, next week we'll make coffee. Well, I don't know, maybe. Or one week. I have another thing I'm going to cook up too, a stew my father and I used to make way back when. So until then, send in your questions, and I'll try to answer them as we go. And it's nice seeing you again. And Chef Kev, see you next week.
Bye.